What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. And well, I just pulled offside the road here because I'm just looking at the map, just trying to find the best way to get to my location. I wasn't sure if we needed to take this next route or not, and it looks like we do because we're just here. And as you can see, guys, we've got $36 to our name, and we have a trailer and an ATV. It's pretty much what we're rolling with at the moment. Um, it's not the best, it's not the greatest setup, but we're told that the land that we purchased has a lot of really good timber. The only problem is, not only did the piece of land cost me over $84,000, but I had to spend over another $100,000 just getting a bridge to it because apparently some time ago the bridge collapsed due to a flood. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going into. I do know that this may be a problem. This hill may be a problem, but I'm confident that the guys at the shop knew what they were talking about. I was looking at this the small like the Gators. I was also looking at some other ATVs, and they said that this would be the best because it has the most horsepower, so it's going to be able to pull the best. And they also said that it should be able to pull this trailer pretty well. It's not ideal, but they said it should do pretty well. Now I'm told apparently the bridge is just here somewhere. Well, I think I may see it there. So let's get down here and see. Told the road there was a bit of an issue getting the road built, or getting the bridge built perfectly. And I can definitely see some issues here, but I think that'll be okay for now. We'll just have to take it slow over this. But guys, this is really beautiful, really beautiful. And it looks like they really set me up a nice little spot here with the tent and everything. It's a really nice setup they've got me here. I like this. Let me go ahead and, well, let me not hit a tree, but let me go ahead and turn around. That way we'll be facing the way that we'll need to be going out. And let's just see. Back this up. Four-wheeler does really, really well, guys. I'm surprised at how well this does. But yeah, it's really surprised me so far. So just to kind of give you an idea, we're doing as far as difficulty. It's hard, 2 days. Dirt, normal. I always like to put that up to fast because I like the vehicles to get dirty. And then, of course, fuel usage is high. I just want to make it as difficult as possible, okay? But I will say this. I really... It's going to be difficult, guys, because, well, like I said, we do have a pretty substantial loan out with the bank. Now, that's going to be like, I think, like over $600. $600. So it's going to cause some problems. We're going to have to work quick. We're going to have to get a lot of lumber to the lumber yards or wherever's buying it at the best price. And we don't have the greatest piece of machinery to do it. But I would like to one day get there. But with just to kind of give you an idea, with this gameplay, what I essentially plan on doing is, well, everything. I want to do, of course, forestry and logging, obviously. I also want to do animals. I want to do productions. I want to do pretty much everything that we can do. I want to do farming, and we're going to start here, this small little island. With one way in and one way out. And this is how we're going to start, guys. We're going to start very, very small, and we're going to build up from there. I don't know how well it'll go. I really don't even. I've not really planned too much in terms of how I'm going to go about doing this. Man, I really wished we had the money for these two pieces of equipment right here. That would definitely make life a lot easier. But nonetheless, we don't. So what I'm going to do, guys, is to make it a bit more difficult because I don't want this to be easy. And I do have it on 2-day months because I feel like that's going to be a bit harder. But to make it a bit more difficult, I'm also going to take it up to ×5 for each day. That way I really have to work quickly, to get these trees up, get them failed, get them cut, get them loaded, and all of that. It'll feel like we're really working against the clock here. Okay. Guys, this is going to be one of those hold your beer moments, I think. Because, we're going to just nudge this a bit. Okay. We're going to nudge it harder. How about that? There we go. I'm wearing a helmet. It's What do you say, guys? You think we can do it? Yeah, let's see. I wonder what we would make for this if we just haul this to. Oh man. Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, bad idea, guys. Oh, very, very bad idea, apparently. This four-wheeler does got the oomph, I have to say. Oh, man, I don't like where this is. It was a bad idea all the way around, guys. But, hey, that's about making poor decisions, right? I'm just hoping. See, I don't even know how I'm going to do this, to be honest, guys, because it's going to get really, really repetitive, right? And I know that. And I don't want it to, but it's going to. There's just no way that it won't. Because, well, you can only see me cut so many logs before you're like, man, I've seen you do this like 1,000 times. So it's going to get repetitive. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. Am I going to do a lot of things off camera? I'm thinking that may be the way that I go, simply because I think it may be a little bit better in terms of enjoyment. But I don't know. Is that even going over? Okay, yeah, it is. It may be more enjoyable to you. But again, I want to make sure that you know that everything that I do is above board. I don't want you to think that, because with this series, I don't want to be renting a lot of equipment or leasing a lot of equipment. I want to have to purchase equipment. I don't want to make it any easier on us than it already is, which it's not very, obviously. But I don't know what the best way to do that is, because I don't want you guys to. I don't want you guys to get bored with this series, because it's going to be a very long series. It's going to be a slow series at first. Once we get built up and everything, it's going to speed up. But in the beginning, it's going to be a bit slow. It's going to take us some time, because the thing is, guys, I play on console. I don't have super strength, so I can't make it to where I can load, logs that are above, the 200 kilograms. That's my max. That's where I'm maxed out at. I can't change that, unfortunately. That is what it is on that. It's unfortunate because it would make it a little bit easier, I guess, and something that I think you guys would enjoy more if I did have that feature. But I don't, so we're not going to go with that. And that's why I'm thinking I may do a lot of this log work off camera. And then like when the big things happen, I may bring you in and show you, hey, this is what's going on. And that way you kind of get an idea, of how it's growing. Because in the beginning, guys, like I said, it's just going to be really, really slow. We've got an ATV and we've got a buggy. We don't have a tractor to start plowing or anything. And I wanted to go this route because it's different from what others have done. I mean, I've seen other people, start with tractors. I've seen other people start with cars or trucks. And I wanted to go a little bit different. Something that, I can't really use for anything else. Like that ATV isn't going to be much good for plowing a garden. Or plowing a field, I should say. Yeah, but it's not going to be very good at that. It's not going to be good at hauling, heavy loads. We're going to struggle hauling these loads. And I'm going to struggle loading these loads because, well, I mean, that's what I do. It's a struggle for me, and that's okay. You guys are going to enjoy watching it. I know it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I want it to be an enjoyable thing for everyone, because I'm going to enjoy doing it because, well, this is extremely difficult. It's not going to be easy in the beginning, but once we start building it up, and we start getting better equipment and all of this, it's going to get easier. It's going to get better. And it's going to be more fun. It's going to be more enjoyable. So in the beginning, I'm wondering if it's best if I just don't show you everything that I do. And just kind of do a lot of it off camera, like the log work and stuff, until I get my first field and things like that. But do I really want to do that? Do you guys want to see me go through all of this? And would you enjoy that? I mean, that's really what it boils down to. If it's something you guys would like to see, because I mean, I know that's part of the fun is the building the empire essentially. And I want you guys to be a part of, the process. I want you to see what's going on. I want you to, in the comments, tell me, what's the first production we should do? Should it be the sawmill? Because obviously that's going to be profitable. As well as the carpentry. That's going to be very profitable as well. So where should we start? How should we start? What's the first animal we should do? First crop we should plant? Should we, make this a true logging empire and upgrade to, forestry equipment and things like that, or just keep it small time and focus more on the field? Things like that is what I want you guys to, to kind of be a part of and kind of, help me do the series the way that you want to see it, right? That's the best way I can put it. I don't want it to be something that, it becomes this repetitive thing, though, where all I'm doing is logging. Because in the beginning, that's mainly what it's going to be. So I think, I'm going to just do a lot of this early stuff off camera. And then, this first episode, of course, that's what it's going to be mainly. Because, well, that did not go well. That did not go well at all. Okay, so I can't. Okay, so as I move it, I'm moving the entire buggy. Apparently it's strapped down, so we're good with that. Is this strapped down as well? Okay, that's strapped down too, so we're good with that. It's just going to be a really awkward load, and that's fine, because it's going to be awkward no matter what. I just really wonder how well the four-wheeler is going to pull this this log full of trailer, or this trailer full of logs, I should say. That's yeah. You know, so it's going to be one of those things that we'll see. Okay, so that actually works out really, really well for us. So let's go ahead and let's just put this one right. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. There should be good. Okay, so now, okay. So we'll just kind of put this right here, I guess, maybe. No, it won't go there. Okay, we'll try it up here. That'll do. Should be a okay. But yeah, guys, it's going to get really repetitive with this, you know, the same thing over and over. Because, you know, in the beginning, I'm going to be hauling a lot of small loads. You know, and it's not going to be the greatest, you know, because, well, I'm not the greatest at logging. If you could not tell, I'll tell you now. I mean, I'm not the great. I didn't really do a lot of it in 19. But I'm hoping I can get better at that. And I hate when I do that. Just a bit over. Where do we cut? Right there. So I don't want to take too much off. But yeah, it's going to get repetitive, and I know that. So if you guys are like, nah, man, just skip through the boring stuff and let's see the good stuff, right? Then that's what we'll do. You know, it just depends on you guys and what you guys want to see. But it's going to be, I will tell you this, guys, it's going to be a very fun series because, well, we're going to be doing so much. We're going to be doing so many different things. In the beginning, maybe not. But once we get to where I just completely just stepped right over my old ATV there. But yeah, in the beginning, it's probably going to be a bit boring. It's probably going to be a little bit repetitive. And that's fine, you know, for me. But if it's something that you guys don't want to see, tell me. If you guys want to see more of, you know, some of this other stuff, you know, if you want to see it after the fact, then just tell me. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm making these videos for you guys. And of course I did. We'll just cut it right there. That should be good. Seriously? Still just too much? Like, this is where I really wished we had super strength, guys. Because it's like, it's... See, it's just, now it's just being like, just over. And it's just annoying when it does that. So let me just set this down. Let me get a good center point here. But yeah, I just don't want it to be repetitive, guys. That's the thing. And oh man, my trailer just, I don't know, guys. I really don't know how this is going to go. I guess we'll see how it'll go. I mean, I don't want to take just one or two little loads though. You know, like I want it to be enough that. And let's go ahead and look now to see where the best sell point is for this. Now, I will tell you in the little bit that I have played this, there are certain places that I will not go. Like the wood sell point, simply because um, I don't think they're weird. They're basically a boat, and you just throw the log over in there, and I just don't know, because there have been times I've put a log in the boat, and I don't know if I'm actually getting paid for it or not. And this four wheeler, this ATV, it is it is a beast. I have to say, guys, I'm really surprised that it's pulling this well. Because I've done this other ways, right? I've done this with the Gator. Just trying to find something that's a bit of a struggle, but not too easy. I did it with the other ATVs, uh, the other the other side by sides that are in the game, and none of them have pulled this trailer quite as well as this. Even some of the smaller tractors, like the little John Deere, um, the one that was just in the mod, that was just put on the mod hub not long ago. Um, it did not pull this as well. So I'm really surprised, guys. That 80 horsepower is it's really showing through. So, I'm really surprised at that. It's really surprising me right now. And this is the first time I'm using this. I haven't used this particular setup before. I just figured, I've tried so many, they're not working. This has more horsepower. Obviously, it should do better, but I didn't expect it to do this much better, right? Um, I really, and this is a really, though it is a beautiful map, guys. I have to say, I do love this. It kind of reminds me a bit of Wilhelmina Forest, which I did play a bit on Farming Simulator 19. And guys, it's going to get to the point to where we may go away from logging completely. Because I know what this is, Farming Simulator, and a lot of you are not going to want to watch logging videos. But I want to do some logging because there are people out there that do want to do logging and do want to watch people do logging. And right now it's going to be small time stuff. It's not going to be anything great, but it's just going to be small time. And so it's just right up here. And I need to really do something about the steering, since I need to turn that down a bit, I think, because it's very sensitive. Okay. Got this little bridge here. What did they build? Okay, so they built some little rocks here, and it's kind of making it a bit, and it's kind of making the water just kind of splash up. But it is beautiful, guys. It really is. And the thing that I do like about this, that I don't necessarily like about some of the other maps, um, is there's a lot of water points, right? There's a lot of places, so when we do get animals, we're not going to struggle to find a place to get them water or anything like that. It's going to be relatively, easy for that to occur, for us to get that water, and things like that. So I'm just going to pull this right in here, hop off, and let's see, guys, what you figure. It is on hard, so maybe 1,000, maybe. Oh man, guys, I did not expect that, and that's not even all of it. Let's pull on up. That was really good, guys. That was really, really good. That was over $2,800 total. That's really good. I wasn't expecting that on hard difficulty, obviously. So guys, I mean, I would really like to be able to build up enough cash to get something like this, really, really quick, because, I mean, something like this would just go a long way toward making our life much easier. And it's only 21,000, so it's pretty inexpensive. But, if we're not able to do that, if we're not able to get that tractor before somebody else buys it, we do have other options, guys. There's a lot of smaller tractors that would do great. Now, this one, guys, I will tell you, I really like this tractor, but because it's 2-wheel drive, it doesn't do well with the load on this map, because there's so many hills and things that you have to go over. It basically just loses all momentum and it just starts spinning. So we're going to need a 4-wheel drive. Now, something like this would be really, really nice. It would. I don't know if this is what we're going to go with. Because, guys, these two right here, I really like both of them, right? This little guy right here, I feel like, would do really, really well for us. It is a bit underpowered, and I do know that. But, we just saw the ATV handle that load pretty well. So what I would like to do is get something like one of these two tractors right here. And maybe something like this. That way, we can haul actual decent sized logs, because we could get a front loader for that and everything. And it would just make life much easier for us. That's what I would like to do at some point. But I don't know how long that's going to take us. It's going to take us a bit. And like I said, guys, I'm not going to do everything on camera. I don't want it to get boring for you guys. I don't want it to get repetitive, because that's really what I'm worried about. I want this to be a series that, you guys see me grow, but you don't have to watch every second of me growing, at least in the beginning. Now, once we get, bigger and we start getting fields and we start getting animals, things like that, and there's just a lot more to do that's not the same thing over and over, then you'll see me do a lot more, in terms of that. But, it's just, I just don't want you to get bored with this, because it's going to be a fun series. It really is. Because I feel like the smaller you can start, the better the series is. And I know that there have been people that started with $0 before. That's just really difficult to do on the console. At least to my knowledge, I don't think there's a mod out there that you can use that will take your cash, and you could set the amount that you start with. So I had to do what I could do with that, and it wasn't easy, necessarily to. I tried to get it as low as possible, but getting it completely to 0 is not easy at all. There's our bridge over here. So we're definitely, first thing we're going to do, guys, as far as a major, we're going to get us a tractor, of course. In terms of land purchases, though, I really think I'm going to buy this spot of land, and I'm going to build us a little road. That way we know where our turnoff is, because that would be really nice to know, right? But yeah, guys, this little 4-wheeler, or ATV, whatever you want to call it, quad, it's really surprised me at how well it's doing. It really is. It's it really, yeah, I'm surprised. Well, okay, that maybe we go off this way then. So yeah, that was a bit of a snag, literally. But yeah, it's done pretty well for itself. All things considered, it being so small and it's still being able to do the grunt work that it's done, I'm really surprised, because it handled that tree really really well. Like I said, a lot better than some of the others. The vehicles that should be more equipped to handle that. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to kind of bring you in and introduce you, to what's going on in this first episode. I'm going to do some woodwork, some timber work, whatever you want to call it, forestry work, off camera, because it's like I said, it's just going to get really really repetitive. But I will show you. I mean, what I plan to do is, I've got some ideas for this. Um, I'll take you back to where. So I plan on just, I think it's like right around here, right here, yeah. Right here is where I plan on putting our house, okay? Of course, we're going to have some fields in here too. I don't know how big, but we're going to have some fields. We're going to have some animals. I don't know if we're going to be able to do all the work that's going to be needed to make this perfectly flat. And that's okay. We've got flat sections. Like right here, you could do a nice little, animal pen. And then, guys, I'll just put fields on the hills here. I'll just put fields on these. It's not perfect, but, it'll be enough to get us started, because we've got so much timber that we're going to be able to make good money just from that. But you could put a good animal field here, 2 or 3 animal fields really. And the fact that they're really, really close to this water, we could just, come down, get some water for them. So it works really, really well. It's going to take us a bit to get there. And then we may just do our fields, like right here would be a good spot for a field, guys, because it's a nice, good angled slope, and we can make a really good sized field here. Um, and just to start off, guys, you know, we've got we've got so much. Look at all this area that we've got. We could expand. Like my goal is, I don't want to get the entire map, obviously. But my goal is this general area right here. I want to have, for our farm. Um, and I don't know. It'll take us a while to get there. I'm aware of that, but I just don't want it to be one small little section. I want to put some fields in here. I want to put some fields along here. I don't even know if you can get this section back here, to be honest. Let's see. So I don't know if you can. No, you can. You can buy those little sections. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll just slowly expand out. And that way, it's just going to be a slow process, but we're going to have a lot of things to do, guys. Yeah, I do apologize about that, guys. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of things to do. It's going to get really, really interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. But guys, I mean, if you want to see me do more of this small time stuff, like the forestry work, on camera, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. It's just right now, I want to make sure it's something that you guys want to see before I do it. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Like I said, it's going to be a really, really exciting, first survival series, I should say. It's going to be so different from the Frankenmuth that I'm doing, simply because there's so much forestry work to be done, and it's going to be just a slow process, much slower than it is there. So it's going to be interesting to see how drastic this landscape changes, because there's going to be a lot of change. And it's just going to be, it will be fun to see, guys. It really will. You know, and let me know if that's something, if you want to see me do the small time stuff, the timber cutting and things like that with just a chainsaw. That's going to be going on primarily in the beginning. You know, or, you know, if you just you want me to do as much of this off camera as possible and just kind of keep you up to date on how well we're doing and things like that, I can do that as well. But guys, if you like the video, I would definitely appreciate that like. You know, if this is content that you think you're going to enjoy, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel. And guys, in the comments below, please let me know what you would like to see me do here, because this is a clean slate, guys. We can pretty much do whatever we want, and that's the fun part about it. It's going to be so much of everything, right? You know, and I know right now it looks like it's going to be daunting, and it's just going to be nothing but forestry work in the beginning, and I get that. But that's going to change pretty quickly. You know, once we start getting, you know, the big time equipment, you know, because of course my goal is, you know, for forestry, I would really like to get something, you know, something like this to make, you know, felling the trees much easier, much quicker. And then, you know, something like this right here, that's going to make, you know, getting them out and making big bucks much easier. Okay? And I'm really thinking, you know, we may start with something like this, guys. We may start with something like this. I really do like this. So we'll just see. It's going to be a slow process, guys, but we will get there. But guys, I really do appreciate it if you made it to the end, you know, watching all the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if this is content you enjoy. Share it with your friends. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me do here. And with that being said, have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one.